All right. Had some technical difficulties with that little stand for the phone. So I'm going to continue where I left off. I'm not going to start all over again. This is going to be a general reading, general love reading for all zodiac signs. Let's just get into it because I completely got thrown off when the phone fell. The first card we had was 4 of Wands, 7 of Pentacles, and 6 of Wands. First of all, Wands are passion. It's fiery energy. And then the Knight of Swords came out, right? Sorry. Look at that, was on the bottom of the deck. If I would have never fixed all that shit that fell, I would have never seen this. So if you follow me on Instagram, at Nazi Moon, they channeled to me that there's an energy of someone closing the book, because I use these gypsy cards, right? And the young woman came out, and it's a feminine energy. She closed the book. Not only did she close the book, she gave a review about the book. Like this is what I felt about our story. In case you didn't know, here's a story about us. In case you didn't know, the divine has been writing this book this whole time. We have been. This is how I feel about this story, and I don't know. I'll pass it on to you. So it's kind of like when she spoke her truth and she said that, he starts reading the book. And it's an analogy, right? But it's like the divine is like, go back, see why this happened. What did you say? Even going back through text messages, they channeled somebody's thumb scrolling, like rereading text messages and such. And I feel like this is something that you waited for a long time. 7 of Pentacles. The seeds you planted, they're grown, they're here now. And she's got one in her hand, but she's still looking at the other ones. And she's got a basket in her hand. And she's not even really looking at the other pentacles on the tree. It's more like she's looking at, like, I know I am the offer. Nobody has to offer me anything. I am the offer. But I hear somebody. Is somebody coming? Before the freaking phone fell, they channeled to me, coming on the scene. You see, like Mr. Lord Farquaad from Shrek here. 6 of Wands, victory, success, public recognition. He's opening the book and he's reading it. And he's like, holy shit. You know, sometimes everybody learns different ways. You learn by seeing it, you learn by doing it, you learn by reading it. This motherfucker learns by reading it. It's something about reading something, reading the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities, reading poetry, reading things that they actually wrote down themselves. For some, it could be reading an actual book that sounds like the same exact story as you guys. Then you have the Fool. And you see, you know, I mentioned the basket. And he's got a copper basket in this one. And this is her. I waited a long time. So I'm going to take a leap of faith. I feel like both of them are taking a leap of faith because the very first card was 4 of Wands. Celebration, marriage, reconciliation. 11, 11. If you're into the labels and stuff, twin flame. But I don't do the label stuff. It's easier to categorize, but that would be attachment. That's my twin. That's who I have to be. Not necessarily, no. And not everybody's a twin. Taking a leap of faith. The Fool has utter faith in God and the divine and the universe. The Holy Spirit. In spirit. And before the damn phone fell, and I've been channeling this, I showed, I'm gonna have to delete that video, take up space for no reason. Durga, that divine feminine energy, but warrior-like energy. Kind of like, not kind of, taking my power back. And not only am I going to take my power back, I feel like the feminine energy is she's going to take it back, and everybody's going to see that she takes it back, which definitely helps this energy, this fast energy come in. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates for whatever zodiac. It's just energy. Take whatever resonates, leave what doesn't, and it's just. It could be for 1 million people. It could be for a group of people. It could be for multiple groups of people at the same time. 9 of Swords. And the 9 of Swords has been nonstop, nonstop, nonstop. But being that 9 is endings in numerology. 10 is completion. 9 is endings. It's almost like, you see this woman? There's a reason why she's naked, number one. Not wearing like pajamas. And she has tattoos of the swords on her it's like her dreams are communicating to her what she needs to do to overcome her fears, her anxieties, and her worries, as well as the masculine. Some of you might be staying up late and don't usually stay up late. And it's probably because whoever you're connected to can't sleep, or vice versa, or both. Knight of Swords, energy-wise, is fast. The fastest card in the deck if we're talking about timing. So I do channel a bit ahead, even of my own shit. But let me stop right here. Do you see his face? And I love that I'm doing this reading during the day, so it's better lighting. It's probably way too bright. See his face? It's kind of smirky. It's like he's like this. He's reading, and this could be metaphorically, right? It doesn't have to be actual, but for some it is. It's like he's like this. Look, I opened King of Pentacles, funny. And she's got, I opened King of Pentacles from the Starman deck, and look, she's like, I don't need a King of Pentacles. I can manifest my own shit, but I've been kind of waiting for somebody to bring in some stable love. Because with all these wands and swords, he's like this. He's reading. You know when you read something and you're like, I feel like this is what he did. Kind of feels stupid. Like, not stupid, but crunchy. And it's like, damn, got a confirmation. Not even finishing the book, midway. That's how long it's been there. So he doesn't even finish the book and he comes forth fast as fuck. This is somebody you know already. This is not somebody new. Four of Swords. Swords, wands. Four of Wands and Four of Swords. Surrender to the fucking reunion. Because all the angelic and the divine and all these angels and stuff are guiding this person. In the back of this card, there's a full moon. Look at that. And it's like the angel comes and brings forth a message with the full moon, because the moon is all about illumination, what's hidden beneath the surface, all the secrets coming out, illusions being revealed. The illusion that that this was just, you know, oh, I date and we talked for a few months, but it didn't work out. But this person has had an awakening. Most definitely. We all have been, there's been too much powerful eclipse, full moon, all this type of energy, 2019 and in this coming into this year for even people that are not that much awakened to not feel it. He's like, I guess I gotta just feel this shit, heal this shit, feel it to heal this shit. I guess I do feel really strongly about this. It's almost like this person doesn't think about shit during the day. They're chilling, and then at night, particularly with the full moon, their emotions are pulling them. And that's one of the signs that has made this masculine realize that things are more than what they seem. Like, you know what? Things always do pop off. Things always do get revealed around the full moon. Oh shit. Duh. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Kind of immature though. Hold on. I'm trying to feel out the Hangman. I'm trying to feel out the energy of this Page of Cups. Because prior to going doing this video, I went and opened the door so the wind can come in. And the Page of Cups card was on the floor, face down. And I didn't even see it. If I would have never opened the door, I would have started this whole reading without this damn card. Deep emotions, though. You make me feel like a kid again. You make them feel like a kid again. Page of Cups with the Hangman, right? The Hangman is, this definitely tells me as above, so below. I want to offer my cup to you. I want to offer this love that I just figured out that it's real shit. It's like real deal, Holyfield. I realize now it has a lot of potential after reading the book only halfway. But I'm stuck right now. This shit got me stuck is what I'm hearing. Like they know that they want to offer it to you, but they're stuck right now. And only because the divine is, the universe is making them stuck. And this is gonna sound so weird, but I feel like, you know, when you have to hang a towel to dry it out, that's what they're doing to them, to their emotions. They're getting it all out. Not that the emotions are gonna get dried out, but they're like, oh my God. All right, now let's hang it up. Get your shit in order. Because it's kind of like a really big realization. It's not kind of, it is a really big realization. I just feel like they're drying them out. I don't know how to explain that. Maybe they're feeling, maybe they're actually crying. Or if not crying, really, really drowning in their emotions right now. Really. Almost like how they felt like when they had heartbreaks when they were like in their first love, like in school days. And you do not think right when you do that, when you're on that energy. But it's enlightening them. The Hangman is always for a purpose. It's not a bad pause. Pause. Eight of Swords fell on top of the 9 and 4 of Swords. Super, 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 super in their head. Both of you. You see, this person's all in their head, the 4 of Swords. 4 of Swords is surrendering and healing. But you see, there's no accidents when Spirit lays down a card. Lay like right down there in between those two cards. They just don't see how it's gonna work. They just don't see what's the next step, which no shit, because they're in this energy right now. There's a pause. Just take a look at things from a different perspective. That's what the universe is asking of them. But I almost feel like your energy, or if you're a cross watcher, whatever, your energy of being stuck in your head, of not letting it go, of kind of worrying about it at night, and kind of not surrendering to knowing the fact that you have to fucking feel it to heal it. And if you don't heal it, it's not going nowhere. It just keeps coming back up, which is probably why you have dreams about shit, them being with somebody else, or them walking past you in the street and ignoring you, whatever. Dreams have funny ways of Emperor, of explaining things. And then you have the Emperor. And that's what that's the energy he comes in after the pause. He went from Page of Cups, all of my feelings, I don't know, kind of immature about his shit. Knight of Swords, Page of Cups. But after he gets unstuck, you see that light around his head, or her head, whatever. Look at the Emperor. Emperor is somebody that takes action and goes after what the fuck they want. Emperor is husband material. Emperor is that motherfucker. I wonder what the hell this thing is that he's holding in here. What's this Emperor? Because this deck has like these people. Highest ranking angel in heaven. Strength and wisdom. He's Metatron, who has a lot to do with the twin flame. I'm not sure if I mentioned it in this reading, or was it the other reading when I had to delete that shit, because I have to delete it because the freaking phone fell. But the 4 of Wands is marriage, celebration, 11-11. You see 11-11. Union, reunion specifically. Hold on. The global cruciger is a Christian symbol for Christ dominant over the world. The orb shown here is a key on top instead of a cross. The key represents power. That pause gave them power. Seeing things from a different perspective changed the whole game. He who wears the crown is the ruler. Father figure, making decisions, being in charge, having logical rules and guidelines, maintaining structure, and giving order to a situation. Okay. You know, there's this quote by Shakespeare, and it says, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. And something tells me that this person is not a kakadudu, little boy. Although, you know, we have the Page of Cups. He's emperor-like. His energy is emperor-like. Even if he's not the sexiest person, there's something about his energy. Spiritually and energetically, yes. That it's like, people say that. So they go through all these things at night that we don't know of. That's fine. That they haven't told you, whatever. They've never communicated to anybody. Only the angels know the way they stress at night. And then this overwhelming flood drenched in emotion was the last thing that they saw coming, because they didn't even expect to be handed the book. Because you energetically handed the book. I'm done. Here. You don't even know of this book. You don't even, like, fuck it. Read it though one day when you get a chance. But for now, I'm gonna move on. And then this is what you're doing. But it's almost like she's like, is he reading the book? I heard pages turning. He's reading the book. Comes through 4 of Wands. Hey, I read the book. I love you. Victory, triumph. Uneasy lies the head that wears the crown is very much this energy. Look at this in this deck specifically, not in all 4 of Swords. The angel's like, I know, dude, but what can you do? Surrender. Let me get one more. Queen of Wands. Taking back your motherfucking power. Taking back your power. I wanted like a guidance for you. Taking back your power. And the sunflower, so symbolic of the solar plexus. So symbolic. Which this is what they were channeling with the full energy. You know what? I'm going to take a leap of faith. Take my power back. And it's not even like, oh, I'm weak. It's more like just like, I've put so much power and intention of mine and love and feelings and thought and everything into this connection, and motherfuckers don't even know that spirit was writing a book. They thought it was just whatever. 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Power of 3. Celebration. Look at this woman in this card. She doesn't have a cup, the one in the middle, but the angel's bringing her the Ace of Cups, bringing her a cup. And these two are a spirit guys saying, don't worry, babe. Don't worry. Be on the lookout for signs. It's almost like, and she's holding their hands. She's like this. This is very symbolic. I don't know why. Why does she have to hold their hands like this? And they're like, cheers, because that cup is coming. Relax. And she's like, where? She has that energy of, there's also 3 angels. She has that energy of, am I going to be left at the altar? And they're like, let's intertwine this bitch and fucking... They're all wearing red strings. The red string of fate. Let's get a Keepers of the Light to close this off. Buddha. Increased awareness, Horus. Deep connection, trust your inner voice. Where is it? Where is it? Hold on. Why did I lose it? Why did I lose it? Why? Trust your inner voice. You see her? A cup is coming. Trust your inner voice. Relax. Increased awareness. You know this shit. This is why you are alert as you're tending to your garden, because you hear, you feel it. If you feel something's coming before you see it, that's really good energy. Stay in that energy, because that energy attracts it more. That's like when you manifest something and you believe that it's here already, although it hasn't showed itself physically just yet. All right, you guys. I love you, babies. I'll see you guys on live tonight on Instagram. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And if you guys want, you know, like, subscribe, share with somebody if you feel like this resonates with them. And yeah, bye.